4, get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing fine. 10, gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout. Take a look and see a beautiful morning that turns into a beautiful evening, and together make a beautiful life. And if you wanna see, then come along with me, that's right. And if you wanna...
Hello and welcome to Experience Michiana. I'm here in St. Joe, Michigan, and if you love chili, you're gonna love what we're talking about a little later on the show. Kelly also was out and about this week to find out about a new opera called The Gift. But first, it's all about food this week. Courtney and I went out to the Patty Shack in Granger, and we tasted some delicious ice cream.
Well, ice cream, Dave screams. We all scream for ice cream.
No.
Yes, we do. I love ice cream, and I'm so excited to be here at one of my favorite local ice cream shops at Patty Shack. And Michelle is the owner there, and you guys have some big, exciting things happening.
Thank you, Courtney. We do. It is a national holiday, and it is Ice Cream for Breakfast Day!
I mean, come on. You can't have a better day than that. You need the best excuse to have ice cream any time of the day, but for breakfast.
Now you come here all the time.
I do. Yes, I was just telling her, I had Patty Shack twice last week.
Yeah, I live like 7 minutes away, so I have no excuses. So I told my wife I was coming here, and she said I had to bring some home. So
Good idea.
Okay, so I got to bring some
We'll
home.
hook you up.
And that's the good thing. You guys actually have pints to go, too, right?
We sure do.
cool.
Every flavor of ice cream that we scoop, we have a pint available.
Now, what makes your ice cream so unique, besides the fact that I love it and it's so creamy and good?
Well, just on point there, creamy and good, we have a super premium ice cream. So, which means kind of higher fat content, less air built in there. It comes from a dairy in Madison, Wisconsin called Chocolate Shop Ice Cream. So they know what they're doing there in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
We're super proud to be providing their ice cream here in Granger in the area, and it's high quality and lots of fun flavors.
So I remember that National Eat Ice Cream for Breakfast Day is February 4th, right?
Correct.
Because it's also my mom's birthday, so I can never forget it, okay? I can never forget it. So obviously, it's a little bit of a marketing thing to get people out to eat ice cream in the middle of February, or the start of
sure.
February. Because obviously people think about ice cream, they think about summer, but you're open all year round.
We are open all year round, and you hit on point there. It is a very popular day for us. Ice cream in the winter is not always on the top of people's minds, but
Except for Courtney.
Except for me, my family.
We love that. We actually do have quite a following in the winter,
Yeah.
and we have customers that will say, "I'll see you in the winter and not in the summer." So it is kind of fun to see those rotations of customers.
And you guys have grown over the years. I know you used to be located next door. How has that gone for you over the years that you've been a part of the Michiana community?
So being able to expand into more seating has, it just makes it more community building. We've had teams come in here, we've had after school plays come in here, concerts. It's just nice to have the availability that people can know that there's plenty of room for them to sit down and enjoy each other's company without feeling a little bit rushed to scoot out.
Now I know that on February 4th, for this special day, you're going to have a special menu item which we're going to try make, right?
We are.
Okay, what is it?
So breakfast typically follows along with waffles.
Yes,
So we
yes, it
have fresh made waffles, and then the customer gets to choose any ice cream to put on top, and then we have loads of toppings, which include your yummies like bananas and strawberries, but there's also Fruit Loops and Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
Make it a little crazy out
and
there.
chocolate syrup. Actually, chocolate syrup is more popular than regular syrup on Saturday.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And plus, if we put strawberries on it, then it's healthy, right? That's the main thing.
Got fruit in there.
I'm excited to make it.
Milk in the batter. Okay, well, let's make it.
Yeah,
Can
let's
we
go
make
for it.
something?
Okay, yes.
All right,
Grab
let's
a
do it.
waffle here.
All right.
All right.
So now you guys don't have waffles all year long, but you do make your own waffle cones here, right?
We do make our own waffle cones. Yes, that was something that we added when we moved over here, and it is very well received. The waffle cones are very well received, and it
just
boy
adds
does it make a smell that you just can't stop thinking about once you
It adds something else, though, I think, to the ice cream experience when the waffle cone is made fresh. I don't know what it is. It just makes it better, I think.
Now you haven't had it yet, but there's actually
here.
a little surprise in the bottom of their waffle cones too.
Oh, gosh.
right.
I don't know if we want to tell anybody or if you just want to try it so you can get that.
Is it like chocolate at the bottom of it?
I can't tell you. You have to have a waffle cone.
Okay. I scream, we all scream
Oh,
together.
there we go. Now, how
You
many
know.
flavors of ice cream do you guys have here?
So we carry 32 flavors of ice cream.
Okay.
3 of them are non-dairy. So we have 2 Italian ices and then 1 oat-based ice cream.
Oh, cool.
And so those are for the people that just are a little bit lactose intolerant
Yeah.
or the egg can't have eggs,
Yeah.
anything like that. And so it's a great option. And
My
people
youngest
are
loves
really
the carrot
appreciative.
mango.
Oh yeah,
too.
it's funny. So
like a
orange
weird
is
one.
a favorite color for a lot of kids.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so those orange ice creams tend to just pull, even though the moms are usually like, it's carrot. And I'm like, but it's mostly mango.
It's like, don't tell them as long as they're eating it. Be
Right,
quiet.
right.
It's just
There's
orange
a little help
goodness.
in there too. And you guys do something special too with your patty scoop.
We do. So we decided that we needed a little something extra. So on every ice cream cup or cone, you get to choose another flavor to put on top. And it's about
Nice.
the size of a large cherry. So it's kind of fun. It's called our patty scoop.
Now, while this is cooking, tell me a little bit about why you called it the Patty Shack. Well, Patty Shack.
So the Patty Shack, so it is kind of a roll off of our name. Our last name is Paternos, and that is my son's middle name or nickname
Is Patty.
is Patty.
And his
so-
best friend then as well, right?
Yes, his best friend as well. And so it's just kind of fun and it rolls off your tongue really easy, Patty Shack. And then of course, you know, my husband is kind of a fan of Caddyshack.
Yeah, I like
I think
it.
we're
It's
all
not because
fans.
I'm from Ireland. You didn't name it after me. right?
I'm sorry.
that's okay.
If we would have known, we probably would have come to you
okay.
first.
All right. I did suggest as well before we started recording that you should get like a mobile unit and call it the Patty Wagon.
Yes.
So I think you should do that too. Okay.
Okay. We do have patty pies.
So, okay.
Yes,
Well, there you go as well.
yes.
So I like it. It's a good name.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that was
All
quick.
right.
That was fast.
All right. So 1 fresh waffle here.
So you'll have these available and going for
Yes.
the breakfast day.
Yes,
Okay.
we will make them to order so that it is nice and warm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Try to stay on top of it.
And what time do you open on that day?
We're going to open at 8 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll be serving the breakfast until 11 a.m.
Okay. Perfect. Is that your normal hours? You don't normally
no.
serve. Yeah, I'm like,
Not everybody gets breakfast for
I'm
ice
like, I don't
cream
know. I
every
figured
day.
Courtney, after dropping the kids to school, would stop in for ice cream on the way home. No?
You never know. You never know.
I love ice cream. I feel like my wife is pregnant, and I feel like I'm the one who got the what do you call it? The craving.
Yes,
I'd be like,
So,
Okay, so
you
now
get
what?
to choose any flavors of ice cream. I don't know.
Oh.
Yes, and so we've got 32. So it's kind of fun to look at the fun flavor
Yeah.
colors and.
I know one of my favorites is, peppermint stick, but this just got serious.
Yes. Okay. Is that what you would
we
like?
bleep that out. I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna try
back
the
off.
mint
No,
avalanche.
that's mine.
Are you serious? Okay.
No,
well,
we
I
can
guess-
both have it. I
No,
love
no,
mint.
I'll split it up. I'll split it up.
Mint chop. No, have some. There's enough for everybody. Ooh.
Blackberry sauce.
This is such a hard job.
It's such a hard decision too. Okay, no, I will get this stuff.
No, try the mint as well. Oh, don't give me too much. Honestly,
Oh, gosh.
I have still work to do today. I can't nap.
Oh,
You can give me
you
the
want
Courtney.
this just got serious?
This
Okay.
This just got serious.
This is one of our most popular flavors. It's salted caramel, sea salt fudge, cashews.
Now, what's your favorite ice cream?
So my standard go-tos are strawberry and peanut butter cup.
Okay.
But my staff will say, Mrs. P, I hardly ever see you get those flavors. Because I like Kitty Kitty Bang Bang, which is a cheesecake ice cream.
Yeah.
I like the mints as well. And then all the seasonal ones I just dig in.
And you guys change out your ice cream regularly.
We do. So since we have 32 flavors, we usually have about 20 that stay put, and then we rotate the others.
Okay.
So, and it gives a nice variety. And like the mint, we don't always have mint avalanche, which has Andes mints and grasshopper cookies in it. We might have a
wow.
mint chip, or we might
Should've
have
got that one too.
a different version of a mint. So.
All right, so what do you have here for us?
So right now we've got
Oh,
sprinkles,
there's more.
Oreos, Fruit Loops, strawberries, M&Ms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Apple Jacks, bananas, cherries, whipped creams, marshmallow, peanut butter, chocolate.
Yes. You know,
All right, what
just
would you like?
let's start with the sprinkles.
Start with some sprinkles.
Everybody
Make it
has
look nice, you know what I mean?
sprinkles.
Yes.
So,
Oh, this spoon is not going to do for.
that's all right.
There we go.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah.
And then what else would you like?
What's this one? The chocolate?
This is Oreos.
Okie dokie. Never say no to Oreos.
Oreos are vegan, by the way.
Okay.
So it's a healthy choice.
That's cool. So is rice.
Right.
Now, how much are the waffles for breakfast day?
So breakfast day are $7.95.
Okay.
For the waffles, the ice cream, juice, and coffee.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we'll have juice and coffee.
A
and-
whole breakfast.
Yes, a whole big breakfast.
I
Yeah.
want to see some bacon on the side, and we're good.
Well, I think we are thinking about adding a strip of bacon.
You
Yes.
sold me on that one. I love it.
I will be
Would you
here.
like some candied bacon as a
Oh
topping?
gosh, yes.
Oh, see, we're
I did
thinking
have
of
a
all these
bacon
things.
donut before, bacon on a donut
Did you
before.
really?
So I
Was
think
it good?
I think yeah, it was awesome. It felt weird to do it, but it felt like I was cheating on life. But I think it would work with this. Yeah, why not?
Would you like any?
I'm going to do marshmallow
Okay.
and cinnamon toast crunch.
All right.
You are. See, you're an ex. You know, I get nervous ordering. You know that? I have like ordering
Anxiety
phobia.
on
Yeah, I really do. I order the wrong things all the time.
It's like the fear of missing out. It's funny when my husband and I order stuff, I usually get, whatever I get, and then he's like, oh, mine was okay. And I'm like, here, try mine. And he's like, oh, yours was so
Okay.
much
Anything
better.
else?
Oh, this
Strawberries,
is plenty.
bananas, whipped cream, cherry.
Oh, I think this is all I can eat at
I
once.
feel like. Do you like whipped cream?
No, I don't actually.
Okay, neither does my wife. I was wondering.
You
I'll
do,
take a
though.
tiny bit. Of,
I can see your eyeing the whipped cream.
All right.
Awesome.
The forks and things are over there.
Okay.
Here's the real challenge. We have to eat it without utensils, okay? Without forks. Silverware, sorry. People in America don't say utensils, right? No?
All right, let's go get some silverware.
All right. All right, let's go.
All right. Oh,
You need a.
You know, I just like this so much, I'm going to finish it just to make sure.
Oh, thank you.
That's really good. Oh, it's so good. So everybody can come out here. Where can they get information?
Facebook, Instagram will have all the information. It is Saturday, February 4th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Come out. We'll have all of the staff members here to serve and enjoy each other's company.
Hey, it's great that it lands on a Saturday too, to get
It's
people
always
out.
the first Saturday.
Oh, it is?
of February.
how
Okay, all right,
convenient.
awesome.
Yes.
And this mint avalanche is honestly amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
All
right,
right,
we're
I
gonna
feel
go
like
eat our ice cream.
we need to turn the cameras
And our
off for what I'm
waffles.
about to do to this.
The South Bend Lyric Opera is presenting The Gift at Indiana University South Bend on January 27th and 28th. And we are so pleased to have the composer, the librettist, I guess is what you call it, but Dr. Paul Herman is joining us today. And before we talk about The Gift, we have to talk about your story because you are a doctor. You have lived here in South Bend. So how does a doctor compose an entire opera?
Well, I grew up playing the piano and singing in choirs. And as I grew older, I got interested more in musical theater and opera. And when I was a practicing physician, I started performing with the local group and actually managing Indiana Opera North, which was the previous opera company before South Bend Lyric Opera. And I started taking some music lessons, composition, when I retired. And I got the inspiration for writing a musical from watching my daughter dance in the Nutcracker at Southold. And I said, well, here's a ballet company. They do this every year with all these children and family members, and they make their money for the entire year. We need an opera just like that, or should I say a musical theater or a light opera. And I thought of a story, which was The Gift of the Magi, a beautiful story about two people who give up their most precious possessions for love. And I wanted to include the community, children and their parents, just like they do in the Nutcracker. And I wanted it to be successful and enjoyable. So hopefully that it would be profitable for a small opera company.
Absolutely. Now, how long did it take you from start to finish? You take The Gift of the Magi and turn it into an opera.
Well, it was about 10 years before I even started it because I had the idea and I was still practicing. But then when I retired, I started working on it in earnest. And that was over 10 years ago.
Wow.
And I worked on it on and off. I made a demonstration recording and put it away for a couple of years. But I've always had a close association with Jorge Muniz at Indiana University South Bend. And I've also known Emmanuel for a long time. So we were just waiting for the right time to try to present this. And this happens to be the time.
That's so inspiring. A lot of times people come to the place in their life where they're retiring and they kind of feel like, what's my purpose now? It's so inspiring that you found another purpose at this time in your life.
Well, it has been a positive in my life, yes.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the gift. I know that you mentioned that it's taken from the gift of the Magi. How did you take that story and incorporate it into an opera?
Well, the story is only 2 pages long and it only has 2 characters, a boy and a girl. So I said, well, that's not enough to have an opera about.
No.
But actually, that is the second half of the opera.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to develop other characters, primarily the mother and the father. The mother who's supportive of the daughter, and the father who is not. Mm. So the first act is basically preparation for the second act. It's an outdoor party scene in the snow with where we introduce the boy, the girl, the mother, the father. And it's also a community scene where the community chorus comes out and the children's chorus comes out. And they have a lot of fun singing a lot of fun songs and carols and hymns and that sort of thing. But we meet the characters and we see the conflict. And I don't think I give too much away to say that at the end of the first act, the boy and the girl run away.
Oh. No, you didn't give too much away.
In the second act, the boy and the girl are together, but they are visited by 2 people, I would say. First, the spirit of the mother, and then the father comes to confront the daughter. Oh. And I'm not giving away too much to say that it also has a happy ending.
Yes. No, that sounds absolutely wonderful. I'd like to know, what was it like composing the music? Because I'm pretty sure that had to be quite a journey.
Well, if I have a talent, it's for writing good songs for singers, because I know singers and I know their voice. And I wanted this to be a challenge, but not too difficult for good singers. And as I wrote it to be less and less and less operatic, so that the singing never gets in front of telling the story and the emotions of the story. That's what's most important. And I don't want people to be turned away by thinking, oh, this is an opera, because it's really a musical with good singing, in which the focus is the singing.
Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about the cast.
Well, the cast is fabulous. Okay. First of all, we have 3 women singers who are part of South Bend Lyric Opera, including Victoria, who grew up in the South Bend area, Elkhart area, went to IUSB, then got her master's at Indiana University Bloomington. Mm-hmm. The other singers are from the Chicago area. William Powell is a bass who sings in Chicago, a young bass. The father is Shane Piles, who's a graduate student at the University of Illinois Champaign, and he just competed in the finals of the Metropolitan Opera competition this week. And the other singer is Braden Brandising, who's a graduate student at Northwestern. So these are all fine young singers, and they mesh well together.
Yes. And what about the musicians? Who will be playing?
Well, the orchestra is EC Concept 21, which is a local contemporary music ensemble, which was started by Jorge Muniz and plays both in the Chicago and South Bend area. One of their missions is to encourage young composers, which I am not, but young composers, and to play their works. And they played at the opera last December, a year ago, 3 Decembers, and they enjoyed playing opera, and they decided to play this one also. So they're all local community members also. And of course, all the chorus members, children and adults, are also local. So it's very much a local production.
A local production, and also a family-friendly one.
Very much so. Yes, it's meant to be fun and enjoyable.
Now, I just myself, we had a concert this past weekend in the area, and I know that watching it all come together, it literally brought tears to my eyes. What is it like for you to sit in the audience and to see everything that you have put together, everything that you have birthed into this opera? How does it feel to see it all come to life?
Well, at first it was a little nerve-wracking, but I'm happy to say that it's come together and it's gone well. I knew I had written a good story, good songs, and had gotten good singers. But I was nervous about the fact that I'm not an instrumentalist, and I had to write all the parts for all the instrumentalists and the musicians. And I was very nervous about that, but it has gone well. We've worked everything out, and I had been listening to the music on a computer for 10 years, and to hear it live, and in certain moments, I choke up.
I completely understand.
I hope the audience will do so also.
Well, from everything you said, I'm sure they will as well. Paul, thank you so much for being with us again. The gift is being presented at Indiana University South Bend on January 27th and 28th. And Paul, how can they get tickets?
They can just come the night of the performance, or they can go to the website for South Bend Lyric Opera and order tickets there.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much, Paul, and break a leg.
Thank you so much.
You know, this year we went on a bit of a mission. We started off by saying we have to go and try as much food as possible in 2023, but obviously while experiencing Michiana, and I'm here in St. Joe, Michigan at Kingfisher Cocktails and Tacos. I'm here with Jay, the owner. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good. So this is your third restaurant actually in the local area. So what made you want to do cocktails and tacos?
Well, we actually launched canned craft cocktails at our brewing location in Benton Harbor, and they went over so well that we wanted to kind of have a place to showcase them. Yeah. And then for tacos, our team just really loves tacos and had a lot of interesting ideas, and so we put it all together in one spot.
And who doesn't love cocktails and tacos, exactly. Right? Like it's a winning combination. For sure. Now, Danielle, your entire job is focused around trying to get people to St. Joe, trying to experience St. Joe, and try and put on events. So what is happening this Friday?
Absolutely. So we are so excited to welcome back Chili Tour. So this is a really fun adventure. On Friday night, you can join us from 5 to 8 and taste over 25 chilies. So just come downtown, start at the Welcome Center, grab that map, and you can vote for your favorite.
All right. Now, obviously, you're one of the locations. So what is different about your chili? Now, I wish television had invented smell right now. But so what have you done with this that's different?
So this is our smokehouse brisket chili. So I'd say the key ingredient here is the smoked brisket.
I'm just gonna try
freshly smoked yesterday, and it just tastes delicious. I mean, you get all the flavors, the smells, combined with more of a traditional chili background, and I feel like you can't go wrong.
It's beautiful. Thank you. Danielle, you need to eat too.
I will try some.
Don't let me be the only worker we're on eating right now. So it really is though, and actually it's a great idea because obviously the temperatures, it's cold this week, it's the winter, it's always cold, and what better way to warm up and walk around. So it's like a chili tour. So how many stops did you say, 25?
Over 25, so I think we round out, it's actually 32. So yeah, there's like 29 physical stops. A couple places are hosting additional restaurants inside, but yeah, you get to try different restaurants. Different stores are hosting area restaurants, so really it's a taste of Southwest Michigan this Friday.
So when you stop at these places, how much does it cost? Like, does everyone dictate their own prices, or is it kind of a set?
Yeah, it's a set price. You actually just start at the Welcome Center. So for $5, you get a map. It's a list of the participating locations, and then it doubles as a voting ballot. So you get to start and end at the Welcome Center.
So it's just $5?
Just $5.
Oh, so you don't have to pay once you're trying all of them?
You do not.
Oh, that's awesome. So what does it mean to businesses like Kingfisher to actually see St. Joe Today, trying to get people to come here?
It's great. St. Joe Today does a great job of bringing different events into town, and this is happening at the end of January, which, as you can imagine, is a slower time for us.
Yeah.
And so we really appreciate just some event to drive people down here, try all the different locations, and then if they want to have a cocktail as well, that's great for us.
Well, I was talking about my wife and I love coming up here, and actually we always come up in the winter because it's kind of hard to get parking in the summer, but we love it in the winter, and it really is a beautiful town to walk around. I feel like St. Joe doesn't always get the credit that it deserves as being a lovely lakeside town, right, Danielle? I know you're passionate about it.
Definitely. So celebrate being year-round, which is really great. So like Jay said, it's kind of January, nothing really is going on.
Yeah.
We try to do a big event every month of the year. I think April is the only one that we don't have something going on. So we love being a beach town, but we also love being a year-round town. So we want everyone to come join us all the time.
And it's beautiful seeing the lighthouse in the winter and just seeing the whole area in the winter. I don't know. I think you should definitely check it out and check out the Chile Tour. So you talked about 2 awards. What are those awards that people can vote on the back of their map?
Definitely. So our People's Choice Award, it's literally a schooner full of chilies that you can win for that. So that is going to be determined on Monday. And then we've got judges walking around doing the Chili Pepper Award. So that is a giant chili that's going to be on a trophy. So we're really excited, but there's 2 chances to win and have bragging rights for the year.
Well, I'm going to vote for you, Jay's People's Choice, okay? I mean, it's the only one out of the 32 I've tried so far, but no, it really is. There's something about chili. You know, when I first moved to the United States, I had no idea what chili was, and I just kind of, it's one of those things that's slowly grown on me. It's kind of replaced, as an Irish person, it's replaced stew for me. Chili is like the American version of that, like winter heats you up. There's something about it. It feels like a food hug. I don't know. So Jay, as a business, what does this actually, like, does this actually increase business for you in January? Like, to see these events going on? Like, do you see a lot more traffic? And
Yeah, it absolutely does. I mean, people come out for the events. They're really popular, and every year they're very consistent, and people just loving coming down here. And we do see an increase in traffic, so it's much appreciated.
So when people have paid $5 at the Welcome Center and they can come in here and try chili for free, how do you then try and like cultivate that into them being a customer long term? Because obviously you don't make money out of that part of it. So.
Right. So the samples are fairly small. So hopefully they can come here, get a sample, and then they'll buy a drink, maybe stay for a while. We also do to-go cocktails, which is allowed St. Joseph's Social District. Nice. So you can get a cocktail to go and continue on your tour. So that's one way that it helps us out. And tacos are portable too. So you need a little snack in between your chili.
The Chili Tour this Friday, January 27th. What time is it happening?
From 5 to 8.
Okay, so you go to the Welcome Center. Where is that in the town?
We're just actually a block down in the old bank building right on the corner of State and Pleasant.
Okay, State and Pleasant, and then you go there, you get $5, you get your map, which also doubles up as a voting card,
yep.
And then you just go around and eat lots of chili. That's like the cheapest dinner you'll ever have, right? And you get to experience a great town with great people. So make sure you're here Friday night. So thanks to Jay and Danielle, and make sure you come to St. Joseph, Michigan for their chili tour that is going on. And even if you can't come to the chili tour, make sure and check out their website and find something that you can come and see, because it really is a great town full of great people and great businesses. So until the next time in Experience Michiana, we'll talk to you then.
Experience Michiana is made possible in part by the Community Foundation of St. Joseph County and the Indiana Arts Commission, which receives support from the state of Indiana and the National Endowment for the Arts.
This WNIT local production has been made possible in part by viewers like you. Thank you.